Starting off this list at number 10 with a car commercial. Did you guys read the title before clicking on this video? Well, these are the top 10 scariest videos on the internet that you shouldn't watch alone, so hopefully you're with someone because things are about to go down. Let's dive right into this list with an innocent car commercial. Enjoy. Okay, I'm sorry to do that to you guys, but I did warn ya. And also rest in peace to you guys who are wearing headphones, or especially those earbuds. It was loud. I really hope you weren't watching that in class because you probably freaked out your teacher.
In our 9th spot, we have PUBLIUS ENIGMA. This is an unsolved puzzle or riddle that was posted on the internet by a user named PUBLIUS. Basically, they said that there was a message hidden in the 1994 Pink Floyd album, Division Bell. Many people have tried to solve this puzzle, but none have been successful. It was said though that whoever solved the riddle would be given a reward. Now, the band denied any association with this riddle, and if that's the case, who's behind it? How do you solve it? And what is the reward? In our 8th spot, we have Gary McKinnon. In 2002, Gary McKinnon was determined to figure out if aliens were real. He spent hours researching them and trying to figure out what NASA was hiding. That's when he decided to hack into NASA to see what he could find. In the end, he discovered an image of some sort of strange flying aircraft in the sky. When NASA noticed that an outsider had obtained this information, his access was shut off. Of course, NASA has always denied Gary's claims on the UFO photos that he saw. In the end, Gary was let off the hook, but to this day, we don't know if what he saw was real or if he made it up or what. In our 7th spot, we have Unfavorable Semicircle. This is said to be YouTube's strangest mystery. It started in March of 2015 when a YouTube account with the title Unfavorable Semicircle was created. From there, they started to post weird cryptic videos, all titled with the Sagittarius symbol and then random numbers. The videos were often of abstract pixelated images. Some videos were accompanied with weird and distorted sounds. In fact, in some of the videos you can hear a muffled male voice breathing or reciting random letters or numbers. This channel posted thousands of these weird cryptic videos. To this day, nobody knows what the videos mean or who's behind them. Now here's where it gets weird. A bunch of Reddit users became determined to solve this mystery. From there, the channel gained a lot of attention. But as soon as this happened, YouTube suspended the account without explanation. The videos are basically lost forever. All that's left are bad screen recordings of them. Moving on to number 6, we have the Plague Doctor video. This is another very famous video on YouTube. The video features a person dressed in a Plague Doctor mask doing a bunch of weird stuff in a rundown building. Now, the video title was in binary code. When translated, it spelt out death in Spanish. How creepy is that? Not only that, but the video is filled with an awful buzzing sound. And apparently, if you put this buzzing sound into a spectrogram, which basically gives you a visual representation of the sound, it apparently makes the shape of a woman who's being harmed. To this day, no one knows what's up with this video, or who's behind it, or what it means. We are now at our 5th and halfway mark with Are Creepy. Now this is another part to that creepy Plague Doctor video. So when that video became viral, the subreddit Are Creepy became devoted to solving this mystery. However, along the way, some mysterious people started posting weird messages in the forum. One was a Morse code message that when translated said, "Red lips, life 10th." Don't know what that means at all. And then they also posted 2015 there will be 3. Again, no one knows what this means. Other messages included a list of chess moves, the coordinates to the White House, and coded disturbing images depicting violence against women. To this day, no one has been able to solve this mystery or find out who's behind all these posts. In our 4th spot, we have the deep web. The term deep web refers to the 80% of the internet that is inaccessible through normal internet browsers. And there's a reason why. The stuff on the deep web can be traumatizing. One person stumbled upon an online bid. When the bidding ended, it was revealed that they were bidding on a woman who was tied to a chair. The winning bidder could type what they wanted to do to her. Turns out that this was a torture murder live stream. Moving on to number 3, we have Mariana Mortegard Glesgorf. Excuse me, I know I just butchered that name. But this is apparently one of the scariest and most haunted videos on the internet. This video was posted on YouTube in 2008 and immediately unsettled everyone who watched it. It starts off with some man just staring into the camera, then out of nowhere, he starts laughing maniacally. In the next section of the video, we see a man with weird, creepy eyeballs. Now, the full video is 2 minutes long. However, you are warned never to watch the full video. It is said that if you do, it'll drive you insane. In fact, the entire video was apparently removed off of YouTube after 100 people took out their own eyeballs after watching this video and then mailed them to YouTube's main office in San Bruno. To this day, we don't know who created this video, why, and who's that man in the video. In our second spot, we have the killer. A number of killers have apparently used forum sites like 4chan to ask some pretty disturbing questions and tease others. On 4chan, one person discovered a post where someone asked what they keep in their freezer. This person replied with a picture of dead body parts in their freezer. Another killer decided to play a little game with some people on 4chan. He said that there was a missing person, and if they guessed who it was correctly, then they would give them a freebie and then coordinates to where her body was buried. And I don't know if she was ever found. And in our number one spot today, we have How to Be a Serial Killer. Now, this is the name of a website, thankfully no longer active, that used to teach people how to become a serial killer. The site was full with detailed explanations on how to kill people and get away with it. Eventually, the site was removed, but when you searched for it, a message popped up saying, "How to be a serial killer has been removed. If you're really interested in killing someone, why don't you start with yourself?" Excuse me? No. Okay, sorry. We still need to know who created this site and why. Starting off this countdown, we have CICADA 3301. Now, this is one of the most famous internet mysteries of all time. So it all started in 2012 when a mysterious organization, CICADA 3301, posted a weird message on 4chan. According to the message, there was a secret hidden within their posted image, and they were recruiting highly intelligent individuals to try and solve it. They said that solving this would lead them on the road to finding them, and that they looked forward to meeting those that solved it. Well, it turns out that by opening the image file in a text editing app, a string of characters would appear. When decoded, it led users to a website with even more weird messages. Some say that they solved the mystery. Others say that those who completed the puzzle are recruited for something and are never heard from again. What are they recruited for though? That's what I would like to know.
Moving on, in at number 9 with Little Baby's Ice Cream. After watching this creepy video, you're probably gonna feel really uncomfortable, and you're probably gonna want to cry as well. You're gonna just have mixed emotions. So let's take a look at this.
I eat Little Baby's ice cream. It keeps me young. It keeps me light on my feet. I spring from activity to activity. I love my job. I love my life.
What the hell did we just watch? I don't know if I should be laughing or if I should be screaming or possibly crying. And did you guys notice that he didn't even blink once? Is he even human? Okay, honestly, this video makes my worst nightmares look pleasant. All I have to say is that I'm never going to eat Little Baby's ice cream, and I hope that I never have to watch that video ever again. Moving into number 8 with the Meat Sleep videos. There's a really strange and creepy YouTube channel called Meat Sleeps, and they used to upload bizarre videos that make us all wonder whether these videos were actually clips shot by a murderer, kidnapper, cannibal, or maybe ABC, all of the above. I still don't know what to think, but I'll let you guys be the judge.
I let you be like a person. You live here. You are ungrateful. You live.
Well, luckily for us, the creator deleted all of his disturbing videos, but he uploaded one last video called No More. In this video, it tells us his channel was operated by several people across multiple locations. This kind of makes me feel even more afraid. What if one of the uploaders lives in my area? Coming in number 7, we have a coffin buried in a backyard. A man thought it would be a great idea to bury his dead great-grandmother in his backyard, and that's because he gets pleasure out of digging up her grave and opening her casket. I'm only going to show you guys that small clip because the rest of the video is highly disturbing and we don't do that for you guys. And to be honest, it's really hard to watch. At the end of the video, he kisses her all over her face and he seems to enjoy it just a little bit too much. What about letting her rest in peace? You ever heard that term, buddy? Number 6, we have a short horror film called Lights Out. This creepy short film can be found on YouTube, but trust me, if you're going to watch this film, you should be watching it in broad daylight, and also know that you might have the possibility of not falling asleep tonight or ever. Okay, seriously, how many times do you have to flicker the lights on and off? If I saw a scary looking demon lurking in my halls, I would run out of there faster than Usain Bolt, and you better believe it. Okay, that face will haunt me forever. I Feel Fantastic takes us to number 5. I don't know about you guys, but I definitely do not feel fantastic. Actually, I feel like my soul is being violated or something. This robot mannequin is just so creepy. It looks like this person bought a Taylor Swift mannequin off the dark web. Someone needs to break this thing apart, burn it, and then bury the ashes in 10 separate locations. Who else thinks that they're going to have a tough time sleeping tonight? I don't feel fantastic about this whole video being 2 minutes and 31 seconds. It makes me feel uneasy, so let's move on. Real Demons Caught on Tape brings us to number 4. Is this what happens when someone tries to give you a high five but you leave them hanging? Well, I for sure will never leave someone hanging ever again. Or it's like when you open up a snack at school and all the other kids want some. Even though this video is clearly fake and they use special effects, well, I'm pretty sure, it's still really terrifying. The person who edited this actually did a really amazing job, but I'm pretty scared. Especially after watching the last couple of seconds of this video. I warned you guys, I literally jumped out of my chair when I first watched this clip. It was pretty embarrassing. A real life psychopath brings us to number 3. I don't think this next video needs a lot of explaining. Just prepare yourselves because this next video is super creepy.
Hey everybody, Beetle Fox here. You're probably wondering what I'm doing.
Okay, no, I'm definitely not wondering what you're doing. I'm actually trying to forget that this video even exists. But I know you guys are curious, so let's listen.
I'm cutting off my daughter's legs. It's a long story. I've joined a very special community on the internet, known on the deep web and the other hacker sites where all the cyber bullies hang out, as the fur fag community, but I prefer to call it the Indian spirit community.
All I can say is what the actual This guy actually definitely kidnapped some real people. I think the police needs to search his house because I'm sure that they're gonna find bodies in his crawl space and they're gonna be buried in his backyard. I can't even finish watching the entire clip because he gives me the creeps. Bobby, yeah, climbs up this list at number 2. All I'm saying is Bobby, no. Not yeah. I think I can confidently say that after watching this video, you'll never be the same. I don't even know how to describe this video. All I know is that I'm not okay. This is some pretty disturbing stuff. I think this video belongs to the dark side of YouTube, and I'm sorry that I even uncovered it for you guys. I know some of you guys are enjoying it, and I just want to crawl into my bed right now and hide underneath the covers and just forget that that video even exists. All I can say to the person that created that video is thanks for all the freaking nightmares I'm gonna have tonight. Things get even scarier in at number 1 with Robert HELPMANN. Before I show you guys a clip, let me give you guys a backstory. These disturbing videos are of a serial killer who enjoyed doing things to dead corpses, like feeding them ice cream and moving them around the house. Sounds creepy, right? Well, I feel like we don't even need to see a clip, but you know what? Here we go. In all of his videos, you see a bagged corpse named Daisy who appears to be dead, but she's not alone. In some parts of the video, we see a masked serial killer who seems totally insane. People are saying that these video clips are fake, but what if a serial killer is real? What if he just has a house full of bagged up corpses and he enjoys posting them onto YouTube? I kind of want to do some more investigating, but I don't want to be the next victim either.
Starting off this countdown, we have A858. In 2011, a Reddit user posted a strange and indecipherable code to the subreddit R A858DE45F516-9BC9. Very long, so people refer to it as A858 for short. On the subreddit, this user would post puzzles and cryptic messages. It gained a lot of traction and people were desperately trying to crack these puzzles. No one has been successful to this day. Things got strange when the original poster disappeared for 4 years. When they came back in 2015, that's when he began dropping subtle hints, including a message that when decoded, it revealed an image of Stonehenge. Sadly, in 2016, the page became private, and I believe that it still is private. In our 9th spot, we have Heaven's Gate. This was a creepy and popular American religious cult on the internet that believed in UFOs. In 1997, police found 39 members of the cult dead inside of a house. Apparently, the members took their lives in order to ascend and board an extraterrestrial spacecraft and go to another planet. They were all found wearing arm patches that read Heaven's Gate Away Team. To this day, the website is still up and running, and no one knows who's running it. Now in 2015, the administrators behind the website did do an email interview. In the interview, they called themselves TELA, which stands for the evolutionary level above humans. They claim that the dead members are actually alive and have transcended their human bodies, and that they will come back eventually. To this day, their identity still remains unknown. In our 8th spot, we have chipchan. This is one internet mystery that has always left me unsettled. Chipchan is the name given to a Korean woman that was discovered in a 4chan webcam thread in 2008. It immediately caught the attention of a number of people because the footage revealed this woman sleeping in unusual positions for long periods of time at unusual times of day. In fact, at first, people thought that she was dead. She also sleeps in weird positions like on a chair or on the floor. After doing further investigation, users found that this woman believes that a mind control weapon was implanted into her ankle bone and under her left eyebrow. This chip is said to control her, and that's what's making her sleep all the time. She also claims that she is being held by a corrupt officer named P, and that she installed these webcams into her home so that she can see what happens to her when she's sleeping. This story is just so freaking creepy, and I don't think it's ever been solved. In our 7th spot today, we have KANYE Quest. Yep, not Kanye West, KANYE Quest. KANYE Quest 3030 is an RPG game that was released in 2013. Now it seems just like a silly game. It centers around Kanye West, who on his way to take out trash travels through a wormhole and into the future. He then has to take down an evil dictator, and you got Tupac, Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre in it, and you can have a rap battle with them. Now the game seems pretty harmless. That was until a player found out the game's dark secret. At one point in the game, you can interact with a displayed message. It seems like gibberish at first, until people realized it said, "Ascend and worship the based god." Further on in the game, you are asked to enter a prompt, and you can type anything you want. But if you type ascend, the whole game changes and you're put in this secret area. Eventually, players got to a screen that congratulated them on being an open-minded and curious thinker. They then instructed the player to not tell anyone about what they found. It then asks if you wish to participate. If you click yes, then they give you instructions on an exercise that you need to complete. Furthermore, players discovered a QR code that led to a now defunct website. In the end, it was discovered that the game has been tied to the religious cult of Ascensionism and to a mysterious company, Ascension Records. The true meaning of the secret of this game has remained unsolved to this day. Coming in at number 6, we have Jack FROESE. Now, there are a number of creepypastas out there about someone dying and then their loved ones receive phone calls or Facebook messages or texts from the dead person. Well, this actually happened in real life. Jack FROESE was a 32-year-old man from Dunmore, Pennsylvania. In June of 2011, he died suddenly and unexpectedly from a heart arrhythmia. 5 months after Jack's death, his friend received an email from Jack's account with the subject line, "I'm watching." Soon his family started getting emails from Jack as well. Now, of course, they didn't believe it to be Jack for a second, but whoever it was, they knew intimate details regarding his friends and family, details only Jack would know. To this day, no one knows who sent these emails. We're now at our 5th and halfway mark with GHOSTNET. This is the name given to a large-scale cyber spying operation uncovered in 2009. In fact, it has been described as one of the most extensive operations ever uncovered. Yet, no one knows who was behind this operation. So in 2009, it was found that an organization infiltrated over 1,000 computers across 103 countries. They did this by sending emails with attachments or links to individuals or organizations. By opening the file, the user would unknowingly download a virus onto their computer that allowed the hackers to gain complete control of their computers, so they could read and send data and even turn on someone's webcam and microphone. Like I said, no one knows who was behind this, but since the network originated in China, some believe that the Chinese government had something to do with this. Others believe that the CIA or the Russian government were behind this. In our 4th spot, we have the most mysterious song on the internet. This is the title given to a song with an unknown name, sung by an unknown artist with an unknown origin. It all started when a man named Darius came across an old cassette and liked a song on there and wanted to find the name of it. Him and his sister couldn't figure it out, so they turned to the internet for help. Soon, thousands of music enthusiasts came forward to try and figure out this song. To this day, no one has figured out who's behind this song, hence why it's given the name the most mysterious song on the internet. What's even weirder is when the song was shared online, a number of people recognized it. They said that they have heard it before, they just can't put their finger on it. In our 3rd spot, we have MARKOVIAN, PARALLAX, DENIGRATE. This mystery started back in the 90s and revolves around a number of weird and confusing posts that appeared to be complete gibberish. Back then, there was something called Usenet, which was like a forum. On August 5th of 1996, hundreds of weird messages started appearing on Usenet. No one knew what they meant, but people knew that they were related because each post had one thing in common. The subject line read MARKOVIAN, PARALLAX, DENIGRATE. Turns out that these are secret codes, but no one has been able to crack them yet. In our 2nd spot, we have Ted the Caver. Now, some say this is merely just a creepypasta, whereas others believe it's a true story. I'll let you decide what you want to think. Back in February of 2000, a man known only by the name of Ted the Caver posted about exploring an unknown virgin cave passage in the US. According to Ted and his journal entries, when him and his friend entered the cave, they found a narrow passageway with a small hole. So they drilled the hole and decided to explore it further. But as they went to explore this cave, weird things began to happen. Him and his friend heard ghastly screaming, they found weird hieroglyphs on the cave walls, and apparently encountered evil spirits in the cave that followed them home. All of this was backed up with images of him and his friend exploring the cave. The last post was on May 19th, 2001, when Ted revisited the cave and said he would update everyone when he returned home. He never updated the post, making people believe that he never returned home. In fact, this mystery was so popular that a horror movie was made off of it. And in our number 1 spot today, we have the Lake City Quiet Pills. Now, this is another very weird and wild one. So it starts with the death of a Reddit user, Religion of Peace. He was a moderator for the subreddit Jailbait, which is disturbing on its own. But he mainly posted about his military experience and guns, and would encourage posts to get people to upload pictures on his website, lakecityquietpills.com. But as many investigated his site, they realized that hidden inside the site's HTML code was a motto. It said, and I quote, "Dispensing Lake City quiet pills to lousy bastards in need of permanent rest since 1968. It continued on saying, "Shade is maintaining the calendar and access to the file dump. Angel has the job postings for EU and Asia. We aren't sending anyone to me. No one. Don't ask for listings." Then what followed were what appeared to be job listings. Here are some. Immediate need, 8 to 10 Chinese Korean, fluent, Korean dialect accent, details after contact. 12-week, half pay. And they went on to say that they needed Arabic French people. No papers, no problems. A lot of people then theorized that this site was used as a way to pass assassination jobs back and forth. As people dug further, they found a government-owned bullet factory in Missouri called Lake City Ammunition Plant. Meaning, the quiet pills that they're referring to are bullets. I mean, yeah, you get shot by one of those and you'll be quiet. So maybe this website was a front for some illegal activity.